What's going on, everybody? Today we are just kind of tinkering with the Jeep to get some little things done that I just had laying around that I bought a while ago. Uh, so today we're going to tackle license plate mount. I got this Rugged Ridge one, I think, off of eBay, and it goes right there. And instead of doing a fancy one like I planned on doing up there, this will be easy because one, there's a light right here. It's clear plastic, and behind the bulb it just shines down on your license plate already. And if I have to do it over there legally, I have to have a light on there, and I don't want to wire up a light. I thought I was going to, but I just don't want to. So we're going to re-tap or re-drill and tap these holes here and mount this up properly. Alrighty, and away we go. So pretty sure these were just self-tappers. I don't know if that's big enough. No. Maybe I didn't do this right. Shit, I don't know, man. Alright, the hole seems to be the right size. Maybe the tap's not right. Beautiful. Let's see if we're good. We're not good. That's weird. Alright. After not knowing what I'm doing, I accidentally drilled and tapped something for this bolt. So that's nice. And I just gotta drill the license plate hole a little bigger. So
I couldn't find that
it'll
on
work.
Amazon Music.
Don't you just love that? That's the best part about having one of those things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Dang, that's pretty strong. Oh, that fits in there beautifully. But that hole doesn't line up with that. What's up with that shit, bro? No, never mess this up for me. Really screw it up. Right there. Yeah, mark it. Sweet. As long as I'm putting it looking, it'll be fine. Okay. I'll go find a bolt and I'll tap it and enjoy it. Okay. I know those aren't even, but I think it'll be fine. It'll look pretty even. If anything, I just changed our license plate is. I forgot to put that up. I have an idea. Why don't we just undo the spring for a second? I can't believe I didn't do that before this. Silly me. By the way, it didn't come with instructions. It was from eBay, okay? A great place of cheap parts and No instructions. Gonna pop that back in place. Yep. Ow. I can do it. And then does that run? Resize. Okay. I get it. Alright, okay. I have to snap that back in place. And one thing is like, there we go. Alright. Definitely an unorthodox way to put that in, but you know what, screw it, it's in. And legal in all the ways for the most part. I'm gonna try to straighten that out a little bit, but I'm gonna put the license plate on and we'll move on to the next project. I have no idea what these bolts are for. I just have a bunch of random shit hanging out, but I think that's perfect. Does it go through that? Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. I don't know what it's to. Came in a bag with all the hardware. I doubt it's for it, and even lock nuts. This is why you never throw stuff away. I got those on there. After trying to get these on, I'm already making holes in the aluminum diamond plate corner. So I'm gonna cut the rest of the bolts off, and then we should clear it in all directions, I hope. At least enough where it doesn't mark up the aluminum too bad. But I'll just go ahead and trim the top ones. I don't need to trim the bottom ones. And then that sucker is done. Is it crooked still? It's a little crooked. And that's how you fix that right there, baby. Yeah, close enough, you know. No one's gonna be looking at that. Next project. Next project is shock mounts. It's already got one in there. Just need to do one more. I'm trying to match the same angle as before, as the other one, and somewhat the same location. I already did the redneck math, the estimates, the fuck it's type things, and we got pretty close. So we're gonna go with it. But then I'm just gonna tack them really in place, see how close we are, and then go for it. The hardest part about it is getting the shock in there, so I don't know if you guys need to see that or not, but I just use a jack up like on the very edge of that so it doesn't catch the mount, and just pound it in with the hammer. That's how you get her done. So we'll get that knocked out. That Sharpie mark right there is the edge of that. It's 11.5 inches. Be right there. Now we just got to get the angle. And if I get my phone out real quick, I gotta show you something cool. Right there, level. There's this app that's literally a level. Who knows if it's actually accurate or not? But if you're just trying something simple as this, you see that says 34.7 or 6.7 6.5. All right, 34.5. And then we just gotta match it on this side. It doesn't, this is not exactly level, for example, you know, like if it's off a little bit, it doesn't matter because it's the same off as that side to that side. For something simple as this, if it actually matters, then use the correct level. There we are, it's in there, good as new. So the next project is just to get the caps for on there. When I bought this yoke from Nampa, it didn't come with any for some reason. I don't know why. So I ordered some on Amazon. Let's see if it's the right size. Should be, but who knows. Oh wow, I didn't even see that. Oh, that's healthy. Well, looks like I need a new grease zerk too, because that just broke. Neat. Let me grab those off the shelf and get this sucker on. Alright, there she is right there. I ended up replacing the U-joint because honestly I lost the cap fell, that's a socket. But the cap fell off and I lost some of the bearings. So I had a 1350 that I was trying out on the front, and it ends up that works there too. So it looks good. The next project is that we're going to be working on the, we get up here inside the Jeep. Door doesn't close, but that's another day. Working on the switch panel because I tried to get it in multiple times and I get irritated and give up. So we're gonna finish that. I was using self tappers, and I think I'm just going to pre-drill a hole because all that weight. I'll take it out and I'll show you what I've done. Because compared to the last one, I don't know if I have that laying around anymore, but compared to the last one, this one's really built well. So I'll show you that. Let me get it out here for a second. Okay, so I already have the pressure gauge plumbed up, so I don't want to take it apart, but this it's like 3/16 inch steel I welded a box into, and I measured out the switches exactly, including the same distance between the two for the gauge and a couple tabs. And the tabs are just kind of a pain to get all the way up there. I tried multiple things. I tried that stack of shit there to prop it up, but I think I'm just gonna pre-drill some holes all the way through. There's a where these self tappers are, there's a piece of plate that runs across it that's factory. It's real thin gauge, but it's like has divots and stuff like that for strength, and it just goes into that and it works fine. I haven't had any of that stuff fall out or anything like that, so I think we'll work on that next. And there we go. Simple as that. And if you saw earlier, I put I already pre-wired everything, so when it comes to figuring out which one goes to what, I don't have to take this off, and the wire's already sticking out past in the behind. So all I got to do next time is just get some of these pre-solder, as low heat solder in there. This one's broken. You kind of see the solder in there all broken, but has used to have pre-low solder, and these blue things here are like shrink wrap that shrinks faster and kind of melts, so it gives it a watertight seal. And then the outside, it's also shrink wrap, but it takes longer to shrink it because of timing of everything. Yeah, so that'll make it really easy and straightforward and no problems, hopefully. So there we are. Interior is looking kind of like interior now, you know. Sweet. Oh yeah. Also, I can't quite get that to line up quite how I want it, you know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's done. All right, so we got the front end built. We got the gearing and everything. If you want, check out my Instagram. I posted it on there, and you just kind of see what the progression is, because it takes longer to post on YouTube for me. But right now we are doing the trusses. I guess it's not a truss, it's just to beef up the where the knuckles mount, the C mounts. I don't know what the hell you call them, these thingies where the knuckles go. So I was silly and mounted the ball joint in already. I'm not going to take them out, so I'm just going real freaking slow. That's still hot. The other side's not, but I'm just going little by little. And on the cast iron, a little tip here is when you weld them, it's called pinging. You hit around the weld and the weld, it stresses it when it's still hot, and it prevents it from cracking later. Just a little tip right there. But we're doing that. There's a bottom one that goes on like so. I'm excited for that. That's gonna look real good. Let's see. Then after that, once it's all cool and stuff, I'm going to actually mount the hubs. Look at that sucker. Yeah, buddy. That's gonna look real good, real good. And then once those are mounted, honestly, we just slide it under there. And I do have tires. Just walk over here. Extremely used tires, actually. But then we got these $80 rims and $100 a piece of tires. These are Super Swampers, 38 by 12 and a half on 15s. I wanted 15s because I wanted more rubber than rim. Plus these are 80 bucks and 16 was 120. So that makes a big difference to me because I bought 5. Technically I bought 6. He was selling 6. One was one was 14 wide, and so I have a tire for sale. But I got a spare now, which I didn't plan on using or having one, but kind of glad I did because it convinced me to find a way to mount it. But we'll figure that out later. Well, let's get back to welding. All right, got those mostly welded on. I think I got everything. Just got to make sure everything is welded and clean it up. And then I'm not sure. I think I'll assemble the axle outside from underneath it, because I want to put it in so I can get the shocks mounted where they need to be, but that's not a priority. That's just something that's fairly easy, I'd like to say. But building the axles and everything will be a little more fun, and I can do it here. I got the tires mounted. Can't see it, but I do. I think these turned out real good. See, I was welding the cast iron, and one thing with cast iron that you got to do when you weld is you got to ping it, which is when you get like a slag hammer, and you just, right after you're done welding, you tap it all up and down all around the weld, and it's just like a stress reliever. So when it shrinks, because metal expands when it gets hot, especially when you weld it, it gets real hot, it expands, and then it shrinks. And it expands and shrinks just till it's cold. Doing that creates stress. Like right here, if this was going to break, which, I mean, shit, it might eventually. But like right here is where you would see a crack. And you want to relieve that pressure by pinging it. It's very common, it's not anything new. But that's just what you do with cast iron to steel. And people say to heat it up and all that stuff. Honestly, I think it worked out real well, because if you lay it heavy on the metal to metal right here, it heats this area up, and then you just call it good. So that's what I did, and I'm not too worried about it. And then we got to put the hubs in. Don't those look just pretty? All right, I'll see what I need to do, and I'll let you guys know. Would you take a look at that? That's a 30 spline axle shaft kit by Alloy USA, or USA Alloy. Oh man, I just got tired moving all of them tires. These have the balancing beads in them, the glass ones. And I haven't set the bead yet, because I put those in and wanted to at least get this done. So I can't get the nut all the way on yet because it keeps rotating. So I'm going to do it once it's on the Jeep, and I can do it with the tires on and everything to keep it parked. So I'll do that. But this is ready to go under the Jeep, and then I just got to get air in them, and then some bitch should sitting on tires. And that's fun. But gosh dang, am I tired. But also I got the gussets full finished welding. I'm not sure if I said that or not, I can't remember. And then once it's under there and we get these finished, well, we will do steering, which I already did part of the steering. And then next thing is battery and see if it starts. Alright, so before the camera died, tires are on it, don't look at them too close. We did part of the steering. So we just got the drag link on and went to the Home Depot and got a aluminum angle iron to bolt onto the wheel pattern and to get close. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously. I'm still missing some components that are kind of important, like what's that? The thing that goes across that I don't have, I took off.
Track bar?
Track bar. I'm getting an off-road one for that. Haven't got that yet, but that's fine. Don't need it for sitting in the garage. So it's close, and that's all. That's the important part. The locker is in the front end with the gearing and the new axles shafts. And I still haven't done the steering shaft between the box and the column. That's all rusted. So what we're going to do instead is get the front shocks mounted. So if you remember on this shock tower, I forget who fucking built that shock tower. Doesn't matter. I'm not sponsored by him. But so these tabs go on right up in here, and it's gonna be real easy to weld because it's right there and it's beautiful. And then we'll tack them first to make sure that's in the right spot, and then we'll let the shock go full length and see where the bottom mounts are. And I have those two over here, like so. And because I went cheap with the shocks, I didn't quite find one big enough within my budget. So what we're gonna do is that this is perfectly the circumference of this knuckle brace, and it's just gonna go on right there because I don't care. It's $100 shock. If it blows up, it blows up.
It's gonna work great.
I'm still gonna keep it on if it blows up. Or use a warranty. Do they come with warranties?
I don't know. You're the one that bought it.
A rough country. I doubt it. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I bought a custom kit.
Bitch. Alright, so we're gonna get set up here and we'll let you guys know.
Yay.
I'm gonna do that side one. Go right over here. I think I like that better.
Yeah.
Alright. We got it welded and it's smoky and it's on fire in here, but it's fine. We don't ask questions. Now we're gonna put this on. See where she lands. Is it still hot? No, we're good.
I fucking hope not.
Oh. How's that look? That's no good. Alright, it's the next day, and it wasn't a dream. The Jeep is actually on tires. Still kind of weird to me to see that. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. Figured out that I ordered the wrong shocks by accident. They're too small. Even for the rear, they're too small, so I gotta figure out how to either return them or sell them or something. I don't know. But they look good. It looks good in there. So it's steering. That's kind of put together, like I said. But that's kind of all that really happened. I mean, it's big stuff. But I think that's all for this video. It was a very productive couple weeks, and next time you see me, maybe we'll be pushing this outside to give it a wash. I don't know. We'll see. You guys have a good one. Oh gosh. Beautiful. You just gotta push the button. Alright, let's do the shitty welds now. Cause I can't see anything. Might have to bring a light over here.
Hello?
Might have to bring a light
dark.
over for that one.